Republicans want answers after whistleblower documents suggest President Biden may have known about his son's business dealings. Republican Iowa Senator Chuck Grassley writing to Attorney General Merrick Garland saying this: these documents also indicate that Joe Biden was aware of Hunter Biden's business arrangements and may have been involved in some of them. Senator Grassley joins me now, and this must have certainly, raised your eyebrows, so to speak, when you heard this. Have you had a response yet from the Attorney General?
No, we have not, and it's pretty simple. The American people are entitled to know this, and Congress is entitled to know it, and I have seen these documents. My staff has gone through them very thoroughly, so I want the Justice Department, the FBI, to know that we know that these documents exist. We want affirmation from them that they're doing something about it. I have not heard answers. I intend to keep the heat on until I get answers, because we're just fed up with the political bias within the FBI and the Department of Justice. And are they following through on some of these things? And we just have to keep pursuing it, and I intend to keep pursuing it.
You have a reputation for being someone who is quite cautious and even judicious when it comes to raising alarms about things. And so I wonder about how the White House might react to somebody like you saying, look, I've got these documents, I would like to have an answer. Does that affect your communications or your relationship with the White House?
Well, it has not affected at all. I haven't had any comment from the president on it. I don't expect one. I don't know that they're in any way stepping in any way. They better not be. They always said that the Justice Department was going to be not have any politics or White House relationship. And so I'm doing this on my own, and I don't care what the White House thinks about it. We have to follow the money and the facts where it leads us, and we've seen these documents, and I want answers.
If the Republicans are successful in winning back the majority for the Senate, will there be hearings that you would conduct?
We will have hearings if we have to have hearings, but we do the best investigation we can short of hearings. But if we don't get answers, obviously, that's the way to really make things public and put people on the spot. And that's what we'll do if we have to do that.
So speaking of the Senate, and you are in a race there in Iowa, and it's perhaps closer than some people might have thought, maybe even you, but we'll get your take on it. So the Seltzer poll just came out. It has you at 46% and your opponent, Mike Franken, at 43%. They said cash on hand. You report in with $2 million, and he has $3.6 million. Was this a surprise to you that he was creeping up that close?
What you do is you don't look at polls. Iowans expect you to work hard to get reelected. I'm going to work hard to get reelected. And at my 99 county meetings, the Biden agenda always comes up. People are mad about inflation, high gas prices, the border walls, the border not being enforced, and all those things. And they know that my opponent thinks that the president is doing a fabulous job. Those are his words, and he'll be a rubber stamp for that. So the difference between me and my opponent is very clear, and if people want to keep my work going, it's a case of going to grassleyworks.com, and they can help. And we're going to keep pushing between now and November the 8th, every day out campaigning, because people expect you to work hard in Iowa for every vote that you're going to get.
No one would
I'm going to win.
Yeah, no one would ever accuse you of not working hard. That is for sure, Senator. Thank you for being with us today. Have a great afternoon.
Thank you.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.